Okay, so I'm going to try to go through one or two of each of these sections that I gave you on slope. So the slope of the line, what I'm looking at there is, so Mr. Kraft showed me this, it's called the slope slide. So I think it's pretty helpful because it's really easy to forget like what goes where. So we're going to write the 2 points on top of each other, -2, comma, -6, and then 2, comma 2. And then the slope slide, you put a line down the middle and kind of a line off to the side here, and it tells you the order to subtract them in, and it keeps things in the top and bottom correctly. So you do top minus bottom, so -6 minus 2, and then here, so don't cross this line. Here you'll get -2 minus 2. Well, then that top is really -8, and that bottom is really -4, and if you divide those, you would get 2. Same idea here. So instead of slope slide, some of you might have learned it this way. You do like the second y value minus the first. So -4 minus 1, which is -5, over the second x value minus the first. So 0 minus -10, which is 10. So that's just another way to do it. That was slope from 2 points. So slope in a table. Same idea. They're just giving you points instead of, like a table instead of points like they did before. So just pick any 2 points you want. So for example, let's look at this as like 31, comma 10, and then 36, comma 8. So then if you're slope sliding, 10 minus 8 goes on top, that's -2. 31 minus 30, I'm sorry, that's +2. 31 minus 36 goes on the bottom, that's -2. And so then I would say -2/5. Same idea here, so again, I'll do this like the other way. Subtract the second y value minus the first one, will give you 8. The second x value minus the first one, will give you 1. 8 divided by 1 is 1. All right, graphing from slope. So contains the point -2, 7, so I'll start there. So -2, 7, I'm just putting that right there. And then a slope of 4. So what that means, a slope of 4 is 4 over 1. So you're going to go up 4 and 1 to the right. Well, the problem with that in this one is you run out of room. There's nothing I can do up there. But instead of going up 4 and 1 to the right, I could also go down 4 and backwards 1. And that's the same thing, because if I were to start here, I'm going like up 4 and over 1. Start here, you're going down 4, back 1. Either way you look at it. Contains the point 4, -2. So 4, -2 is right there. Right there. And then a slope of -3, well, that's -3 over 1. So the negative means I go down, and the positive 1 means I go to the right. So from that point, I go down 3 and over 1, down 3 over 1. So there you go. All right, slope from a graph. So this is going to be just backwards. So you got to find 2 points where you know it crosses through a corner. Like you can't use that point, for example, because I don't know what that is. Is that like 0.8, 0.9? It's like right in the middle, and it's tough to tell. So pick spots where you know. So for example, that is the point 0, 4. And then this point I know also, that's the point 1, 1. And then you can do like your slope slide. So 4 minus 1 on top gives you 3. 0 minus 1 on the bottom gives you -1. So your slope is -3. Or you can look at it like you went down 3, right 1. Again, ignore my super fancy drawing here, but that would get you -3. Same idea here. Find 2 points that you know that where they cross. So I know that's the point -1, -2. I don't know what that is because it's like in between. That's in between. This one I can tell is the point 2, 1. So if I do my slope slide, on top, subtract -2 minus 1 is -3. On the bottom, -1 minus 2 is -3. So if I divide those, anything divided by itself is 1. Wait, what? Oh, that was a -1. Dang it, I can't go back. I messed that one up, so I'll do another one. So let's do this one a little differently. I know there's a point there and a point there. I went up 2. I went to the right 1. That's rise over run. 2 over 1 is 2. There's your answer. Complete solutions to 2 variable equations. Okay, so you plug in, they're going to give you either the x or the y. You're going to plug in what they give you and find the other one. So here they're telling me x is -5. So -5 minus 5y equals -15. I would add 5 to both sides, which will give me -5 equals 10, and then divide by -5, which will give me y equals 2. So they're basically just giving you one of the variables. So here they're telling me y is -4. So you put -4 there, and there, and then you work it out and solve for x. Solutions to 2 variable equations. Okay, so you got to plug these in and see what works. So you're going to put 2 in for x and 4 in for y. So as an example, so if I put 2 in for x and 1 in for y, does this come out even? So -8 plus 7 is -1. 2 minus 3 is -1. So I know 2, 1 is a solution. There might be more solutions, but I also have to check these other points down here. So I'm going to check 5, -5 as an example here. So I know 2, 1 works. Does -5, 5 also work? So plug in 5 for x, and then plug in -5 for y. So this is -20 plus 7, so that's -13. That's also -13, so since they both come out true, it should be C. So you're just checking both these points, and sometimes they'll both work, sometimes neither, sometimes one or the other. But remember that the first number they give you is always x, and the second number they give you is y. So plug it in, work it out, and see if they come out equal or not.